Howdy. Today, I'm reviewing the Transformers Collectors Club exclusive Timelines Dion with Cop-Tur. Wait, what are you doing? Come back. I know a lot of reviewers pronounce the name Dion, but in the show at least, you can quite clearly hear Orion say Dion. Each to their own, I guess. This figure represents Dion from the Wings universe, where in a somewhat similar timeline to the cartoon, he actually survives Megatron's raid on one of Cybertron's storage yards, albeit heavily damaged. Dion is reactivated and rebuilt into, well, to be blunt, an Orange Armada hotshot, and he subsequently joins the Elite Guard under Metalhawk's command. Unfortunately, since this upgrade, Dion's developed this rather unhealthy obsession. He's now in constant pursuit of an alleged fuel source called Marmalade. Most would say this set is a recolor/retool of Universe 2 Hotshot and Jolt. And it is. But more than that, it's a straight recolor of the Japanese figure Henkei Hot Rod. It's a namesake! First off, let's look at Cop-Tur. This little guy is interesting because he's a recolor of Jolt, a Minicon, named and decoed after a GoBot, though this one's a good guy, and he's labelled a Micromaster. There's not much to say about the helicopter mode. The colours coordinate nicely with Dion's, the rotor spins. The robot arms hanging off the sides, which everyone complains about, actually make decent thruster pods here. For some reason, the tail is sculpted with the fin pointing downwards. Then again, given where the tail ends up in bot mode, maybe it was for the best. In bot mode, Cop-Tur is a blue Jolt. Again, I'm being blunt, but there's honestly not a whole lot to say on the aesthetics, other than he has the same G1 Powerglide-esque head. Functionality is another story. He has articulation in the shoulders, elbows, and hips, though the latter joints are unified. However, he might as well be a brick for all the good it does. Wanna know why? He can't stand up. To save his life, thanks to his huge backpack and lack of heel spurs. Both versions of Jolt have this problem, and it sure as hell ain't fixed here. You have to slouch him forward most of the time, and even then. A shame really, since he actually doesn't look too bad. Definitely not the highlight of the set. Now on to Dion. The sports car mode is the same as Hotshot's, right down to the engine block on the hood. What spices up this version is, of course, the deco. The overall colour combo looks good in and of itself, but orange and blue fit the character to a T. The decals help to make the car look more sporty, though I don't particularly like how the Autobot symbols on the doors just cut off at the hinges. It looks pretty sloppy, especially for a limited club exclusive. Next to those insignias, you'll find the number 85, which hints at the year of Dion's only appearance in the classic cartoon. This mode goes all classics Rodimus on us with the exhaust flare missiles. More on those later. As with all versions of the mold, Cop-Tur can plug into the back of Dion's spoiler, resulting in the flight mode Hotshot's known for. Doesn't totally work since Cop-Tur can't fold in half so the rotor faces the back. But you can transform him so that he attaches to the port above Dion's rear bumper. This works a lot better in my opinion. Just don't look at it from above. Told ya, don't look at it from above. The robot mode is where Dion really pops. A lot of white is introduced here. Not only is it another accurate colour, but combined with the blue and orange, it just looks great. This guy is also covered in paint apps, including some nice metallic blue markings on his lower legs. This is what FunPub redecos are all about. Actually, despite what I said at the start of the video, this mode works surprisingly well for Dion, as he looks suitably young. Unfortunately, he doesn't get a head remold. Annoying, since Armada Hotshot's design is one of a kind. He retains the posable visor at least, which you can adjust to your likening. Dion's official weapons are a pair of missile launchers that came with Henkei Hot Rod, but not Universe Hotshot. The vehicle weapon storage results in a gap in the rear bumper that the Hotshot version covers up. Cop-Tur isn't very useful here. All he can do is perch on that same port, which is now above Dion's shoulder. A massive point of contention with this mold is the back kibble, and yes, it is unsightly and gets in the way of arm articulation, though that gap in the bumper means the panels aren't overlapping on this one. But people tend to just give up at this point, claiming this robot design has absolutely no posability whatsoever. I disagree. When going to bot mode, rotate the panels and overlap them like this. It'll look messier, but his shoulders fully work. Can't argue with the results. Another solution is to pop them off and plug them onto his forearms, resulting in fist guards. He can't hold the launchers this way, but you can plug those onto his back, where the panels are supposed to go. They're very loose in there though. Is this set perfect? Hardly. Do these molds deserve the scorn they've been getting over the years? Cop-Tur's maybe, but Dion's actually isn't bad, and this is the best deco it's gotten in my opinion. If you're into TFCC exclusives, and you find this set online for a price that suits you, go for it. Otherwise, don't bother. Next, I'm reviewing Beast Wars Quick Strike. Until the... I give up.